welcome to this Thursday edition of Fanzone, where you get your chance to talk all things Premier League. Philip Neville is our guest today, as always, and he'll answer any questions you might have and give us his thoughts on this weekend's fixtures. But we're going to start by talking about Leicester, because despite a poor performance in the Premier League last time out, they've just had a great midweek in Europe. So Christopher is having a party.
Leicester, champions, champions, oh, champions. One first game in Europe, one first game in Europe. Leicester, 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 champions.
And Christopher joins us now from Houston. Christopher, how's the voice holding up?
Well, I hope you like it. It was crazy. You know, yesterday was a wonderful day seeing the victory of Leicester. Because a lot of people thought, you know, the group was kind of easy. But, you know, Leicester doesn't have what it takes to actually win the game in the Champions League. And we didn't only just win the first game in the Champions League. We actually beat them 3-0, and it was an away point. Trust me, that was a wonderful, wonderful game that will forever be in the history books, you know.
Phil, are Leicester almost better equipped to deal with European football than they are with Premier League this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a bit like last season. They're an unknown quantity in Europe, and nobody knows that much about them. You know, I live in Spain, and people know Leicester just by the name, not by the quality of the players. So they'll enjoy playing in Champions League better than they will in the Premier League. They're struggling in the Premier League, so I think it'll be a welcome distraction. And they were back to what Leicester do. You know, they played deep, they played aggressive football and the counter-attack. And I think there was more space for Vardy to run in behind, and they will definitely enjoy it because there's no pressure on them. Let's go out there and have fun.
Are you a bit more worried about Premier League form, Christopher, despite the excitement of Europe?
Well, I'm not really worried about Premier League form. The reason why we're having problems in Premier League right now is, you see, the style of play that Ranieri used to play, the attacking football, which you go on the counter. You see, the Premier League clubs are beginning to understand that kind of sport and play that Leicester plays. That's why it's kind of difficult for us, you know. And because we also miss Conte in the midfield, which we're trying to solidify now. Eventually, we'll get back to our feet. But you see, that is new in the European kind of football. They don't really understand that kind of play yet. So that's why I know we'll be successful in the Champions League.
I mean, even given the fact that the Premier League sides know how Leicester are going to play, and as Christopher talks about, you know, Ranieri's style of football, that doesn't necessarily explain the heavy defeat at Liverpool last week. So what do Leicester need to work on, Phil?
Well, I think they need to get back to basics. The Leicester I've seen this season in the Premier League is not the Leicester I saw last year that were difficult to beat. I think they've become too expansive. I think because they are champions, they've probably started to believe a lot of the headlines that they had last season. Look, they need to be hard to beat. Start with a clean sheet, finish with a clean sheet, and become that dogged, determined team that we saw last year. Look, it happens to a lot of people when they have success. They sometimes get a little bit carried away. It's more difficult this year, but maybe people shouldn't be surprised because last year maybe was just a one-off.
I wonder sometimes if players who might be a little jaded with the Premier League, because, you know, now they're champions, what's left to go, if the Champions League can spark them, if maybe we saw that from Mahrez, Christopher.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. According to what Phil said, once in a while some players get tendency to, it's not just about players, it's life generally. Human beings, we have tendency to get carried away when we achieve a certain level of feat in life, you know. But it takes discipline for you to maintain that fact that, you know, as a professional, knowing that, you know, I've done this and that is gone, that is in the past already. This is a new season, I want to keep it up, I want to move on. But Mahrez he showed why he's a good player, you know. He showed why he's what class. He performed yesterday. And I'm happy Brighton got the first goal anyways, because he's been a long Leicester player, so he deserves to actually open the scoring and write his name in history forever. So I was excited about it.
Fantastic occasion for him. And, you know, we can't really patronise these Leicester players because they're the team who won the Premier League last time out. But someone like Mark Albrighton is a great occasion for him. Did you notice a difference in Mahrez, do you think, Phil, in the way that he plays in Europe compared to the Premier League?
Well, it looked like the shackles were off them all. I mean, Mahrez, as in the Premier League, he's found it difficult because a lot of teams have set out to stop him. 2-3 men around the ball, stop him dribbling, because he was sensational last year. This time in Europe, he had more space last night. He had more space in the game, he had more space to go 1v1, and he produced a really good performance. And I think if we go back to, they're a bit of an unknown quantity. Mahrez in Champions League football will be an unknown quantity. He won't be soon, because if he produces moments like that continually, he will be a marked man again.
And we'll see this weekend, Christopher, how Leicester deal with playing in the Champions League in midweek. How do you think it's going to go?
Against Burnley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll definitely beat Burnley, no doubt, because the confidence is high now. You know, you saw the way Vardy played yesterday, you saw the players yesterday. We've definitely taken away the defeat from Liverpool, and we're moved on by that victory yesterday. So the tempo is high, so definitely I see a victory against Burnley this weekend on Saturday.
Christopher, thanks very much for joining us on Fan Zone, and very much enjoying Leicester City.